Good evening, everyone. Thank you again so much for tuning in. This is the Realdealfam Network. I am Andre, and this is the gorgeous wife, Essie.
Hello, blue, blue, blue. Girl boss.
Also known as the boss. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We got a topic that's really good this evening. It's been in the news a lot.
Or is it dirty?
I guess a little bit of both. Yes, it has to do with hygienes. And before we get to it, we'd like to thank everybody for all their support that they've been giving us and the channel.
Yes, thank you.
And if you hadn't had an opportunity yet to subscribe, if you could at this moment, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. We're going to thank you in advance. With that being said, let's dive right in. Recently, everybody should be aware that there's a global pandemic going around called the coronavirus, COVID-19. And prior to the announcement of that here in the States, I guess it's been going on for a while, kind of under the radar. But there was a young lady who...
during the coronavirus, not prior to it. She said that during.
Oh, okay. Well, this young lady... Whether it was during or after or in between, it's still pretty nasty. A young lady on The View, I think her name is Adrienne, if I'm correct, said that she doesn't wash her hands after going to the restroom, regardless of what she does.
Number 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's
She said her hand doesn't touch.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Only the toilet paper.
Yeah, so she said there's no contact. And so that doesn't require her to wash her hands. And she also said that a little germs is good for you.
Can you imagine her asking to make you a sandwich after she gets out of the restroom?
Yeah.
Would you like a sandwich or something to drink?
That's
why
nasty.
Black folks don't eat from strangers.
Yes.
If you didn't see that video, go check our last couple of videos out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But that being said, growing up in a household, you know your parents always told you, make sure that before you come out of that restroom, and it's plastered everywhere throughout society. When you go in the restroom, you see signs that for employees, they must wash their hands before exiting the restroom.
Yeah, you see videos and stuff sometimes, the employees that just don't wash their hands when they come out of the restroom, or sometimes while they're making your food, they just... Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
And in person, you might see somebody, you use a restroom, and then you make sure you're seen washing your hands. That's what you make sure you seen washing your hands.
Yes.
Don't let anybody get the wrong idea. You didn't wash them.
I think we've all been in the restroom washing your hands, and somebody goes into a stall and what have you, and you see them just exit right on out of there.
Ugh, and you're at a restaurant, so you know they're going to sit back down at their table to eat.
That is pretty bad. And that kind of coincides with what we're talking about this evening.
Should you say something to the people?
Well, my kids are pretty outspoken. And as they see gentlemen coming out of the restroom and we at the sink washing up, and they'd be like, Dad, that man pretty nasty.
He's nasty, Dad.
So I guess
shout it out.
Yeah, I guess they get an earshot of that. So that most adults know better than that. But
they don't, obviously. She didn't think. She said you're supposed to be getting some germs in your body to help you combat it. Some germs are not your poo and your pee germs, okay? That causes a lot of other diseases and stuff, cholera.
Yes. I think it's indicative of society as a whole right now. We kind of pulling away from traditions. Like I say, your parents, your grandparents, everybody taught you. If you go to the restroom, or if you coming in the house and you're finna get ready to go in the fridge, or you're coming in, you need to go to the restroom first and wash up. It's just good hygienes, and that's probably adding to the spread of this pandemic that we got now.
Yeah. I don't. A lot of people are saying that they in China, it's not a big thing to wash your hands and do these things. Are not everybody doesn't do it.
No offense.
So they have to spread the word constantly for them to sir, it's just in your culture. So
yeah.
Black folks, we wash our hands. What happens if you don't wash your hand and your grandma see you?
Well, that's the thing. Had I been on camera and I announced something like that, I'm sure a swift hand would have came out of nowhere and got
upside the head.
got right on upside the head, because you know better than that. But for some people, like she say, for her, she think it's more scientific that some germs are good. I guess that's like what they say about yogurt, that has certain bacteria are good.
Girl, them germs are for your man. That is not for everybody else.
Yeah, that is. And so even as a husband, if you know your wife do something like that and she cooking for you, oh man.
Oh my God.
That's about bad as that other video my wife did a few videos back when she talked about that spaghetti.
The spaghetti. That's so wife says. That's why you don't eat from people you don't know, because they'll put stuff in your food knowingly or unknowingly. As you hear, she's looking all cute and stuff, her nails, hair down, and then you hear she ain't wiping her hand. And then you wonder what's under them fake nails that she got under there.
I told my wife about that when I was in college. I say, man, you go out on a date and the young lady be looking so nice. The moment them hygienes pop up and she ain't looking too swift in terms of keeping herself cleaned up, she got to go right back to the house. So,
well, guys are the same way. Y'all need to keep yourselves clean. Some of y'all are notorious for going in the restroom and don't wash your hands.
This is a fact, because some people think they can just stand up at the urinal and don't touch anything, and just like Adrienne stated, that they don't need to wash their hands, but things are airborne. That's like the coronavirus. They say it's airborne. It's like little, you sneeze or what have you, cough, anything like that, you got little particles floating in the air.
You know, her grandparents probably turn over and they go, what? National television telling people that. During the outbreak of coronavirus.
Yeah.
But she did say, when she's in her home and she does that, she doesn't use the restroom. But I'm sure if you in your home and then you go somewhere else, you're in the habit of not washing them.
Yes, that's the thing. And things become habit forming. Just because you say you do it at your home, when you're going to be out and about, what happened? You get ready to tape the show, and the producer will tell you, hurry up, Adrienne, we about to shoot. Then you just run out the restroom with your hands all nasty, shaking hands with the guests and so forth.
Hugging on people and stuff. And you know, every time when you wipe, you don't always get everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes you she don't wash her hands after. That is gross.
Yeah, number 2 required quite extensive washing. So not doing it at all is pretty bad. And I think she hosts like a little cooking show as well, where she.
Oh my gosh.
So. But not just to single her out. Like I say, it's when you go in the restroom these days, whether it's at a restaurant or you patronize in a department store, you see people come in and out all the time, never stop by the sink.
I think when in the ladies' restroom, you know, you have this unwritten code. When you go in there, you know, sometimes you have that big handicap stall. Everybody wants to use that stall, you know, because it's a lot of space, especially if you got your kids. And so they have a sink in there. So sometimes you wash your hands, but when you come out, you want to make it seem you carry that, you know, paper towel with you, so you let everybody know, hey, I wash my hands inside there, okay? Don't let it go get it twisted. You know, women like judge you all the time, so we constantly checking to see what you doing in there. Did you wipe the seat after you got finished? All kind of stuff. You know, like that's why the women's restroom's typically cleaner than the men's. We be checking.
Yeah, because if you have an emergency, you as a guy, that's why I say men tend to have a perceived notion that women are a lot cleaner. Their restrooms are cleaner. Guys, sometimes you go into a public restroom and the men's restroom is pretty nasty. So if it's an emergency and somebody's in there, you don't mind going in the women's restroom. Just no kind that got one toilet, not like the one that has multiple. Like yeah, you go in there, you like, man, I got to use the bathroom. It's really clean and neat for the most part, but the guys are nasty. But
that happens, yes, you know, like if you're at a gas, you're traveling out of town, and that all the time the women's ones is out, and then you got to use a nasty man, you know, the one stall one, and it's disgusting in y'all's. It's gross.
It is. That's like I said, we got to, as a society, we got to do better with that. Definitely teaching the kids to keep their hands clean. When they go to school, They're around a lot of different kids. People coming from different households, different backgrounds, and so they tend to carry a lot. When one kid get a cold, I mean, it spread like wildfire through the class.
Through the class and then through the house. Our kids this year, something ran through earlier around November, December. So I don't know. But it was pretty serious, and affected a lot of kids at the school. Had similar symptoms, but they say it hadn't reached here yet by then.
Yeah, the teachers, they can't catch everything, so it's incumbent on the parents to make sure they reinforce those good habits. Make sure when the kids come to use the restroom, they wash their hands. They go inside the refrigerator, wash your hands. It's just good habits, especially when they go to grandma's house. You don't want them to embarrass you, so make sure.
They always do anyway.
Oh, man, I tell you. Can't win for losing, can you? But yeah, we just wanted to come to you real quick and let everybody know that.
Wash your hands.
Right. And again, be careful what you emulate from different celebrities.
And whose table you eating from, as you can clearly see.
Right. Just be courteous of everybody else. Make sure you keep your hands clean and your area clean. You don't want to get everybody else infected with your germs. Like Adrienne says, good germs. But as long as they stay with her.
Good for her, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. As long as they for her, that's good. But when you spreading them about, getting everybody else sick and what have you, it's not good.
Yeah, and then she's at the table, touching all on the table, all the other ladies sitting there.
Well, I remember you told me that back in the day, moms used to always give kids they chewing gum and stuff like that. So Adrienne's probably figured like that. It's her family. They can get her germs.
No, I don't.
Oh man, I tell you. But they always say cleanliness next to godliness. So make sure you keep yourself clean. Keep some of that hand sanitizer. Always wash your hands for at least 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Make sure they're nice and clean.
Does they sing the ABC song?
Yeah.
Like 2 times?
It's really good. It helps out. It helps society out. Right now, everybody's on a little kind of shutdown. Not only is it affecting us in terms of health, now it's done bleed into the economics of things. So just little small things like that. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it is. If the president on there offering everybody $1,000 a month, it's something going on financially.
I believe it when I see it. Run me my money.
But again, just make sure you're very cognizant of that. Keep everything clean. Try to get you some bleach wipes. Keep your handles wiped off, doorknobs, things of that nature. And we're going to get past this thing, and everybody going to get back on track here.
Yes, I'd rather be having the economy back together than getting a handout. So
that's it. We want to get back to work. So
Adrienne, girl, wash your hands.
That's it. Don't teach them bad habits. But thank y'all again so much for coming and watching the video. We enjoy all the support. Again, if you hadn't had the opportunity, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now.
We're on a subscribe campaign, okay?
That's right.
So subscribe so you can get our next video.
It only takes 1 second. It's no charge. All it does is alert you when we put out a video.
And you support us.
Thank you. We highly appreciate it. And again, thank y'all so much. Good night.
Good night.